CME chairman and CEO, they let you in the building.
They did let me in this building, and it's great to be back here in this building with you, Sarah. And
nice to see you.
I got to be honest with you. What's strange is walking in there, I was thinking of my dear friend Dick Grasso when I took CME public in 2002. So this building, I do enjoy this building.
Well, it's good to have you, especially amid all this crazy market volatility. We started with oil because that's the mover of the day. You, of course, run the NYMEX, which is oil trading. What are volumes like right now?
You know, the volumes have been year-to-date better. Last year, they were not as much. But, you know, when you get into situations where the markets are propelling straight up and all the news appears that it's going to continue to go straight up, sometimes people don't hedge as often as you would think. But now we're looking at markets that are fluctuating quite dramatically with any kind of news at all. So the markets are starting to trade a lot more on the NYMEX.
What does that mean? What does that tell us about where it goes?
Well, I don't know if it tells us the exact price where it goes, Sarah, but it does tell us that people are concerned about the market movements intraday or over a short period of time based on rumors and based on facts. So the question will be, the ultimate price will be determined on fundamentals and what's going on geopolitically. But right now, there's a lot of rhetoric going on between OPEC, between Russia, between other parts of the world that are producing this product, and in here in the United States.
So you oversee all of the spots of the market where we've seen the most volatility: agriculture, interest rates. Where have the craziest volumes come from?
Well, I mean, the biggest volumes are coming from the rate markets, as you know, because of what's going on with the changes with the Fed. And so we're continuing to see massive moves in our interest rate complex. And then we saw today where the president was meeting with the Fed chairman, which is pretty unusual to do, to see that going on, because I'm assuming the president's very concerned about the inflation and what does it mean and what can the Fed chair do about it? Can he increase it or can he not? What kind of pace does he need to go at? I think there's a whole bunch of speculation of why these two are getting together at this moment in time as these prices are at these levels.
He's worried about the midterms, probably.
There's no question there's a lot of political conversations about what's going to happen in the midterms and prices associated with them.
Is the market usually right on Fed pricing of expectations for interest rates?
You know what? It was for a long time, and then it wasn't for a while because everybody anticipated that the Fed could not stay at that zero interest rate policy. And then actually the market was right and the Fed appeared to be wrong, right? Because people have said that they're behind the curve on moving the rates higher, and it appears that they were. And here's the situation we're in today. So right now, I think the markets are getting it right.
What is the derivative market telling you about odds of recession at this point?
You know, I think a recession is not based on the derivatives market. I think it's based on the eye of the beholder. So if you have two things and you have to give up one of them, and you're a single family or a multifamily, whatever you're supporting, and you have to give up one of those items, is that a recession for you and your family? So I think the definition of recession is in every single household around the country. So the question is, what's a recession in your mind? So I don't know if the derivatives market is making that decision, or do you want to give up, you know, putting fuel in your car in lieu of buying food for your family. So that would, to me, be deemed a recession.
More people are making those kind of decisions.
There's no question about it. That's exactly what's going on right now, Sarah.